So, friends, comes to question number 2. The respiratory quotient or RQ value of tripalamitin is dash. Option 1 is 0.9, option 2 is 0.7, option 3 is 0.07, and option 4 is 0.09. So, first of all, we have to know what is respiratory quotient. So, it is the ratio, the respiratory quotient RQ is the ratio of amount of carbon dioxide released divided by amount of oxygen consumed. So this type of calculation can be made for the biomolecules like carbohydrate, proteins, and lipids. So tripalamitin is the source of 1 molecule of glycerol and 3 molecule of palmitic acid, and which makes C15, H98 and O6, and in here it is taken 2 molecules, then 145 number of moles of oxygen it gives in products, that is 102 molecules of carbon dioxide plus 98 molecule of water plus energy. So what will be the RQ value? In our right hand side, in product side, we have 102 carbon dioxide divided by 145 oxygen. So in this reaction 102 molecules of carbon dioxide is released and 145 number of oxygen is used. So the ratio comes 0.7. So there is also a table for the values, that is most of the carbohydrates coming the values with 1, because the number of molecules of carbon dioxide released is always equal to the number of molecules of oxygen consumed. So if we will assume C6H12O6 plus 6O2, it gives 6CO2 plus 12H2O plus energy. So number of carbon dioxide is to number of oxygen molecules is 6 to 1, 6 is to 1. So yes, the reaction is given here. 6 molecules of carbon dioxide is released and 6 molecule of oxygen is consumed. So so what is the ratio for the organic acids? For proteins and organic acids, there is a difference. In organic acids like malic acid, the ratio always comes in above 1, but for proteins it comes in 0.9. So this is the question from the respiratory quotient. Next come to question number 3. Which of the following is a commercial blood cholesterol lowering agent? Option 1 is cyclosporin A, option 2 is statin, option 3 is streptokinase, and option 4 is lipases. So answer will be statin. So this is direct question from the microscope human welfare NCERT. So statin is obtained from a yeast fungi is called Monascus purpureus, and it acts by competitively inhibiting with the enzymes responsible for the synthesis of cholesterol. So its use is to lower the cholesterol level. So when the cholesterol level will be lower, when the synthesis will be lower, so statin acts as a competitive inhibitor. So it inhibits the reaction through which body synthesizes cholesterol. So it acts as a competitive inhibitor. So what are the use of cyclosporin? What is the use of streptokinase? Streptokinase produced from the streptococcus strain used for the clot buster. Clot buster means it is readily used for the for where the heart attack takes place or the blood is clotted inside the organ. So to remove that clot in serious conditions, streptokinase are used. Next is cyclosporin A. Cyclosporin A is produced from Trichoderma falciparum, used as immunosuppressive. So in some patients it is very necessary for the use of cyclosporin A, because when the graft rejection takes place, to avoid the graft rejection, to prevent the graft rejection, cyclosporin A reduced the immunity of the receiver's body, so that it cannot be more immune to the graft. So it is used and prevent the graft rejection. Then lipases used to form the detergent. It is used with the detergent to form the removal of oil from the laundry. So lipases are the enzymes. We also know that lipases used for the breakdown of lipid molecules, which may be the oil. So for the removal of oil, it can easily degrade. So it used within laundry to remove the oil. It is also used for the synthesis of biofuels. It can also used for the synthesis of glycerides also. So these are the description of different enzymes. So that the chapter is very important. Always question asking from this unit. Next come to question number 4. Match the following structures with their respective locations in organs. So we have crypts of Leverkusen in column A, then Glissen's capsule, then islet of Langerhans, then Brunner's glands. In column B, we have pancreas, duodenum, small intestine, and liver. So here is the option given to match which part is present in which organ. So guess the answer. Answer will be option 3. That means crypts of Leverkusen, these are present in small intestine, contain stem cells for the renewal of enteroendocrine cells. So these cells are playing a vital role for the, because always day by day our intestinal cells are degenerating. To make this renewal, stem cells are there. And also we know that goblet cells are present in the layer of intestinal wall for the synthesis of mucus and different intestinal juices. So for the synthesis of these endocrine cells, crypts of Leverkusen plays the important role. Then come to Glissen's capsule. It is present in the liver as an connective tissue for the internal sheath of the liver. It protects the liver. Then islet of Langerhans. It constitutes the endocrine portion of the pancreas for the synthesis of insulin, glucagon, and somatostatin. We know that there are alpha, beta, and gamma kind of cells present in the pancreas. These cells are responsible for the synthesis of many hormones like insulin, glucagon, and somatostatins. So these particular islet of Langerhans is present in the organ pancreas. Then Brunner's gland. These are found in the soft mucosa to protect the duodenum from the gastric juice, because small intestine has three parts: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. So duodenum is the first part. To protect from this gastric juice, Brunner's glands are there. Okay, this protects by synthesizing the mucus. So this is all about the question number 4. Easy question. If you will go through the chapter, descriptions are there, but you have to clearly detect those words and underline it, and have to be remember. Then come to question number 5. Which part of the brain is responsible for thermoregulation? This is direct question. 4 options are there. First one is cerebrum, second is hypothalamus, third is corpus callosum, and fourth is medulla oblongata. So answer will be hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is the part of our forebrain which is played for the important role of thermoregulation. That means it maintains a constant internal body temperature by escaping the outside temperature. Because we are warm-blooded animals, so our brain regulates the internal body temperature from the outside. Then comes to cerebrum, which is the prime part of the forebrain and which controls the speech, emotion, reasoning, and learning centers. Cerebrum is divided in 2 hemispheres like structures. Then corpus callosum. Corpus callosum is the communicative tissues present inside the forebrain. It connects the both of the left and right hemisphere. So next is medulla oblongata. It is the part of the hindbrain. It is responsible for respiration, cardiac function, vasodilation, vomiting, and reflex. So these are different functions of these parts, and there is also few parts are there. If you will go through this chapter, you can get all of these functions of different parts. So this is about this question. So thank you.